So I do feel like FaZe are just going to be able to bring a game that Tyloo, in their current form, in their current iteration, not really going to be able to deal with. We are into the game now officially, so a lot to unpack here, as it does indeed unravel. A quick pistol out from the FaZe Clan. They will move very fast indeed out towards Hell. This could catch a couple of players off for sure. Jamyoung, however, hidden away in towards ramp. There's a lot of CTs here. There's some awkward flashes. There's a lack of information as the Hell players get round maybe a bit too easily, you might argue, and all of a sudden it has fallen apart. Down below is Mosaic, but I don't even know that he's necessarily going to get the T's coming his way.
Yeah, they're doubling back. I kind of like this mid-round as well. Fall back, reset, regroup, and slow things down. Play to your pace and tempo. And yeah, fortunately for Mosaic, he's just wrong place, wrong time. They're going to walk straight back into an empty A site, a plant for Heaven as well, which is being held. No real chance, surely, for the dualies. Here's the raid boss, half armor. As he slowly retraces the steps that FaZe took to get back in towards the A site. But they're also spaced out. They've got the crossfire set up, and they're just looking for information. First, it'll be Jacob, shoulder spotted. An attack coming through as well. Jacob going to re-aggress. Wants it the fight. He doesn't need to, in all fairness, but you've got nothing to lose. There's no chance for Mosaic, so he's trying to fall away and just keep hold of the dualies and the armor. It's better than nothing. It will be FaZe kickstarting this series really, really well. And it's worth bringing up. I think, you know, that the Desk touched there, and Dusk kind of brought it up, saying this has not been a good map for Tyloo. They've really played some rough Counter-Strike. This feels like a very, very decent punish, all things considered. I actually like this as...
Stop fighting for skins in the game. Visit Hellcase.
He does look away, but I think the Tyloo players there at ramp really like their spot, really like the angle. So as this utility comes in towards A, they will start moving forwards. It's a very quick flank, a very quick crunch. Oh, and the bomb going to get dropped as well. So really not the ideal scenario for FaZe here. Carrigan's got a few too many to get through. It is still a 2 versus 2. Definitely is doable, but recovered weaponry, attacker on the armor, and the AK is the one that you've got to watch here. Only 30 seconds as well to get it done. There's an elbow sticking out. Twists eventually capitalizes, all down to Mercury here. He's got a good idea, but the aim punch, it's too much to deal with. FaZe Clan bailed out, and of course, it is Twists to do so.
Yeah, thank God he's on this level of form right now in this tournament, man.
Lucky timing there on that cross from Unbreakable, so no one as yet has been spotted, but this is an unexpected kind of angle, awkward to deal with. Brokey knows that. Molotov will force him forwards and actually find the kill, so well played on the trade. Brokey stayed cool for another. Does look good. FaZe Clan taking the lead. Not loads and loads of time once again on that clock, so do have to be careful. G with this AWP, looking for the opportune angle. Will it present itself? At the moment, not looking too likely. They're going to try and move down below, which there's not a lot of presence down here, but again, if things move quick on the rotation, Tyloo could get in there after the bomb plant. Unfortunately, they're not savvy at all. So I think with the fact that there's not been much movement, they might even just save it.
Yeah, I don't think you want to be retaking the B side with an AWP. Unless they can get 2 really early kills, I don't think it's even worthwhile. We do have a kit in the back pocket of G, but you can see they're already angling for the save. Unbeknownst to him, Carrigan, that's a really good call to go back down towards B. That A site was so precarious, but thankfully they go the right way. And I think it comes from them of kind of the kills that they do get. It's players that generally are playing on those kind of B extremity positions, so well done.
M4's out. The AWP getting into an advanced position, so that seems to be the big thing that they've talked about. Get G in the mixer. Not a bad idea. Down goes Frozen, and they will take that. Keep it simple here. Just going to drop away with that advantage. Meanwhile, resources put in towards ramp means outside is weaker, so suddenly they have to readjust, and there might be space for FaZe Clan to get something done here.
This is either a really strong position for Jacob or really weak, depending on how he plays this. He can have 2 dead to rights if he goes about this smart. He's going to push this smoke. This could work against him. He's got to get the trade on towards Mercury. He's now starting to dance around the box, but he does. Trade found and not a lot of damage taken. So now he can start trying to move through Hell. The only issue is he's pincered in. Jamyoung to his right. And Mosai's not far away in towards main. Big fight taken by Jamyong, so important. Karrigan gonna find Mosaic, but numbers favoring Tyloo. First time this map where this is looking really solid, and it's all on the shoulders of Brokey. He's normally pretty solid in the clutch as he tries to bait out the fight, but time is not his friend. 25 seconds as he drops down towards lower. It's only G down here, but he's gonna play with his food a bit.
Tries to take the fight, can't find the angle. G had him. Well played from G as well to just consider that option that he would, you know, look to chase him. Obviously, money not too much of a problem going into this round. It perhaps will be into the next, depending on how it pans out. We're going to see one of these textbook pace changes. Are they going to try something a bit different? It seems not all that much, to be honest. The outside presence gets shifted ever so slightly, but this looks like a fairly conventional round. Frozen, so close to the smoke, and even with some weird timing, he will manage to get out. So it's all off of the man in at Squeaky. Twist does his job, and FaZe Clan back on the board.
I asked that question a few rounds ago. When are we going to see the textbook FaZe tempo change? There it is. Really, really well done. Granted, Frozen gets so fortunate that just at the right time, he wasn't blind into a single door, but it's just the fact that he's cocking the gun, right? He's sort of quick switching, and that cost him his life. Really, really well done by Frozen to get out and to get 2 off the back of it. The second player backside is actually the hardest one to find there. Really well done, G. It's trying to kind of stay alive here now as well, and Jacob says, see you next round. What a shot from the youngster. Rips G's head off. A little bit unorthodox as a whole. Generally, you want him probably a little bit more in the mix, either playing through heaven or kind of playing towards outside. But no, G is sort of taking a lot of these sort of turreted angles down the lower site, and so far has been okay for it. I mean, this is going to be the true test. It's Twist on the entry.
He is in the right place at the right time. Moving slowly here, Twist. Oh, and will get it. I mean, it's annoying for G. It's not even the angle that I think Twist was peaking for, but he manages to make it work. Moving a bit too fast there, though. Jamyong will get him traded out. So all of a sudden, it comes back down to a Tyloo moment. Karrigan only one. Brokey with the bomb up the vent, just about gets the lucky timing. Can't find the second head. It's all on to Frozen, and he is dealt with. You called out attacker at the start of the round. Well, he makes himself known for Tyloo's second.
Yeah, he heard me. He absolutely did. Finally on the board as well. And it's 2 unbelievably important kills, especially that first trade on towards Brokey, but the second just to deny the round. They probably should be walking away with that round, right? You know, you find that opening kill, you've got all of this lower control. It's just the thing you brought up. Twist, he just goes too fast. He's got no support, no trade. If he'd waited for a second or two and he's swinging in towards that B site with the ability to trade, I think they're fine. They get the bomb down, no issues. But either way, back into the pace change. Karrigan for the first, but G quick on the trade. Up close here is Twist, but Mercury is completely overlooked. They didn't clear Garage, so he moves back into position and an easy trade. Numbers go Tyloo's favor. Oh, I missed.
Molotov does fail. Not going to make too much of a difference. There's no one up there at the moment, but it's always good for the T side to not have to worry. A very well-timed flash. Oh, the trade, all important from Mercury. That's what I was looking for sure. Brokey going to be left in this clutch situation once again. He's got a bomb to recover. He's got plenty of time to work with. They're very, very split as well. I think he will actually have space to plan, depending on what he does. If he goes downstairs, perhaps not. 30 seconds left. What is he opting for here? I think it will be an A play. He's expecting more resistance than he's getting. No, he does move down the vent. This is where it gets dangerous. A guessing game begins here. And surely this position from Jamyong is just too strong to deal with unless Brokey has some sort of an idea, checks his angles diligently. Oh, he was so close to clearing it. So close to clearing it. But in the end, not the case. Tyloo closing the gap.
Yeah, it's so difficult for Brokey there. This is bold from Mosaic. The flash comes through, and actually Frozen is unaffected by it, but it still won't save his life. He'll fall to the hands of Mosaic. That combination with Mercury once again nets a kill, but Mercury's the first to fall on the side of Tyloo. Down he goes. That now means outside is completely under the control of FaZe. Karrigan has the chance at 2 here. Mosaic will fall away, and now he's mollied. They've got the A site.
Yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess. There's a lot of players downstairs as this attack comes in. They can't really work off of each other on the A site either. What the hell is going on here? Not often a place that you expect to fight. But Jamyung keeps control of Heaven at the very least. Yeah, the smoke doesn't make it up as it was intended to do so.
Smokes the bomb.
Gonna make a big difference. They are, however, moving quite slowly here on the CT side.
Got 2 kills.
What are we doing with these smokes, guys? We're going a little crazy. The HE is well timed, finds a kill, does the damage, and just a damp squib of an attempt there as they start peeking in. So the missed smoke's not really going to make too much of a difference. FaZe Clan hold on to their lead.
But it's contacted towards red, and they've spotted, heard, and seen no one.
Or Shadow, but Carrigan gets the flick. Mercury, of course, again, just not considered.
Yeah.
I think it certainly needs to be maybe an on-the-fly protocol type thing, is just to watch that angle. It's easier said than done, right? That's why those back garage angles are so difficult to deal with, because it just doesn't pop into your head as the first place to clear. Frozen. Oh, doesn't see him. So the smoke favoring attacker there. Jamyung down below here, looking to hold the site openly, but he is deleted. Couple of open angles from Tyloo in this round have let them down. It's certainly a little close. Jamyung could have done some real damage, but it doesn't happen. So 3-on-3 here in this retake. Tyloo have got a decision to make. Do you go for this and potentially sacrifice your last round of the half? Oy vey. I think they certainly should have saved, to be honest. Carrigan makes mincemeat out of 2, not quite 3.
He's sticking around.
He is indeed. He's looking for it. I mean,
ignore the kit, though.
You've gone for it here. I think he maybe thinks he stepped over it. Not going to be the case. And now perhaps starts to realize
there it is.
Now a kit, not going to work for him. And that is just so disjointed from Tyloo.
Sort of the lesser weaponry can see them off, but all signs are pointing towards FaZe, seeing off the half with 8 rounds, which would be wild. Jamyung and the Deagle, what have he got? Nothing. It's again Twist, relentless on the entries. He has been so damn good on these entry kills, they cannot deal with it. And Frozen finding one of his own as well. Mercury's down sight with the only premium gun they've got in the round, and now he's going to put up a premium round. Tags on towards Twist. Known quantity as well as the nade banks round and hits him for half. It's a beaut. An attacker should get caught, is caught. Tyloo are getting pulled apart here, and Carrigan showing a bit of that prowess. Rolling back the years of a tap on towards G. They know where the last man is, so you go and plant towards the A site. Tyloo. Oh, that's not the half that they're wanting, and not the round that they're wanting as well. FaZe are like they're going to close it flawlessly with all 5 staying alive, and Jacob will get in the action as well. 8-4. What a T-side by FaZe.
Yeah, they've done very well there, I think, in that round to display some discipline at the bottom end of ramp.
Let's see whether things continue here and towards their CT side. Tyloo. Ramp control taken, or more so given, for free, because FaZe don't even want to fight it. They're more than happy to give them this luxury, but Frozen, something miraculous has to be pulled off here.
Back end of the silo. Utility comes in, starts to give the game away. Good for 1, looking for a little bit more. He will get it. It's the 3rd, though, that I think turns the heads and maybe makes Tyloo shake in their boots. Molotov will come in to force Twist back, so they might just create the space for a bomb plant here. But the round itself is not looking good at all. Frozen has given them everything they need to get this over the line. Bomb will go down. They're going to try and group back up as best they possibly can, use these Glocks to their close range advantage. None of the headshots landing quite yet. There's a fair bit of damage on Carrigan, but that's about all they've got to write home about. G has got to go absolutely insane here to get this one. Tap on the bomb, forces him out. Not going to happen. And FaZe Clan pick up where they left off.
Yeah, it's so good from Frozen to start off, right? Getting 3 kills in that position. Double Tech 9. It's still a little bit of a scary buy, but playing at range like this for Carrigan is the smart call. They're cross outside. He's trying to keep Twist alive, at least momentarily, as he holds for the wrap in towards main. Attacker lurks in the smoke. Twist is aware of this possibility. Or timing can get the better of him. It's who pushed the smoke first. Does Twist realize? No. Turning around. Oh, that's so unfortunate for Twist's right idea, but he's just so cautious over towards single door. And Carrigan slightly lost track of him. He'll finally get the trade, but they're moving and scaling towards this lower side.
Man advantage FaZe, but the bomb has gone down somehow. Frozen caught completely off guard. How has this slept through the cracks? I'm not really sure, but Could get a little weird. Where the hell is Mercury? He is just miles away, but this could be a huge flank here. He's managed to get the timing. I thought surely he would get dropped. He's not taking the ramp angle, though. He looks to go down the vent, so he trades the information to his teammates and looks to try and join them. Jamyoung goes down early. There's a tap and now a hold on the bomb. G going to go bursting out. Where is Carrigan's cover? G gets 2, and there's no time.
That's it.
I understand the desperate attempt at the hold, but he needed some teammates with him. They'll get all the kills. It doesn't matter. Nobody survives the round, but Tyloo win it. Will he get some support here as well? It looks like they want to try and hunt him down and finish him off. There are a couple players not too far away from him, trying to draw them in a little here, just so they can overwhelm with the bodies. Ooh, there's some tags coming in. There's some automatic weaponry. Jamyoung somehow does well to 180 it. But still, this looks so dangerous. I mean, the HP bars are disappearing before our very eyes.
Just stays around towards heaven and realizes there's no one here. And Mosaic, he's sort of quite patiently waiting and also realizes, guys, there's no reaction to anything I'm doing. It's a great call. It's actually essentially called off the back of them, more so than attacker saying, right, this is where we're going to finish. They've both calmed. We've seen nothing here. I think they've gambled and they've kind of read into that we were ending towards lower. The question for FaZe is, do we actually give this a go? Right? They know they've done damage, right? That's the big thing that's sort of maybe in the back of their mind of sort of where they want to give this a look in. They know they've done decent damage. Mercury could be a shooting gallery. Brokey gets 2. And it looks like he'll be given the quote-unquote luxury of saving, but it's only a scout. It's Tyloo up to a 6th.
Smoke and a nade for Twists. Interesting. What is the plan? Because he's not bought a pistol around it or anything like that. Brokey, meanwhile, going to have to try and deal with the ramp rush. Any damage going to be good here. He will get Molotov'd out. Can't get anything more. But there is little chunks taken out of some of these T players. So looking and feeling good. Smoke's going to be a bit too late, unfortunately, from Twist. Not much they can do about this one. And we might see one of those very anticlimactic sort of deny the kill bonus type saves from FaZe here.
Yeah, Carrigan scooped up the scout, but I think maybe in a spot like this, you just try and get any exits. You're going to buy into what's next one anyway. I think you're pretty sure there's no MAC-10s in play. So try and see if you can make it expensive like that. Get a kill. Try and keep that T-set economy a little bit in check. Frozen going to get a kill with that MAC-10, so there's a bit of money in the bank. And also, like we said, making it a bit expensive. Carrigan the last man. Looking towards exit towards outside. They are keeping a lot of cash in check. Carrigan, nice flick and a find. He scoops up an AK.
Fanciness of this Tech 9 is.
Yeah, attacker my king, please. You know, take one for the team here. Give them the AK.
Yeah. Yeah, very much so. They're going to move fast here, though. Maybe they don't need the range, as they will close the gap. Mosaic to find the first, catching off New Boy on the block. Carrigan naded out towards heaven as well, so not looking too good. The bomb will take its time going down, but go down nonetheless. Carrigan survives the headshot attempt, but can't really trade too much damage back himself, and it's all happened so fast here. I don't know that you want to stick around on the FaZe Clan.
Immediately, you lose the sight. You're smoked out from main in towards heaven as well. You just call it, give it a day. That'll be that. All it takes is one kill, but it's one very, very important kill. And the gun scooped up as well.
You know, W to go forwards.
Yeah, he was locked in, right? There's something on there. He was like really taking interest in it.
Yeah.
It's a classic one of those things they've called a strat and he's like, he just can't remember it.
Yeah.
Like,
to be fair. You
what is this?
Don't want to admit it, look around, make sure no one sees you like checking the notes. They are going to move in quickly here though, as predicted. It takes a bit of time, but it seems like it might just be working out for them. Brokey flashed off nicely. Jacob in behind. Oh, still alive here. He's the only one left now, though.
Mercury.
And goodness me, they come out of nowhere. Mercury with 4 kills. Absolutely unstoppable plow onto that A bomb site.
So it's, you know, it's not a bad performance by any means for FaZe. Everybody sort of having their moments. It's a very even showing, which generally, you know, if you're a coach or an IGL, you like that, right? You want the whole team stepping up, but that extra 10% that we're seeing from Tyloo right now on the T side is making a big difference. Missed Molly, but doesn't make a difference. Nobody's there. Brokey won't miss that shot. Attacker goes down for free. Now got a call from the grave as Carrigan goes to reclaim some space, and he'll join the IGL on the other side, 6 feet under.
It is a nice find. to even up the numbers there. Mosaic creeping in. This is something that Tyloo have done an awful lot. Just try and contact in through single to see what they can get away with, and it just isn't considered. Frozen falls, and Jacob nearly does too. He gets a bullet off on him. It's not quite the headshot that he needed, but all the same, site taken, bomb planted. Even Stevens here as they move into the retake on the FaZe Clan side of things, but still his player downstairs as Twist is not really moving. They have a tiny little bit.
The seaside don't.
Maybe not deep enough. I'm not entirely sure. They're looking to work around it. Maybe it is a burst through the smoke kind of play. Mercury at back vent, however, it's just perfect for him. It's just far too easy for him to deal. He hears all the footsteps as well, knows there's more players around. So he has that one on lock. They know it. They will move to save. What? Gravity just immediately turned up to 100. They take the guns away. It doesn't really matter all that much. Tyloo keep in their winning ways, and they've actually taken the lead now. So, going to be difficult for them to get back in. They need a good, clean round, I think. And again, it is this squeaky door area that just continues to plague them. There are eyeballs on it this time around. Jacob nearly getting 3, but not quite. Has he done enough for the round as an individual? Bomb plant coming in, right on the edge, but there is indeed a box in the way. Carrigan can't stop it. So they get that at the very least. And as we've said, their post plants have been good, but they're currently down. They've got a low HP Mosaic, and I think this one feels a bit nervier than usual for Tyloo. A couple flashes on the cards from Brokey here. He's going to get both of them out. Frozen, turning in, can't find the kill. Carrigan gets his, but we'll see. This is a good position from Mercury, who's been looking really good. He eventually falls. It's G, the man with the big personality, to try and hold off the round. Take the leg. Oh my goodness, can you imagine? There's no time. He's actually managed to get it. Carrigan didn't have a kit. There was one on the site. Oh my goodness, G gets it done.
Oh, what a round by G. I mean, he gets so fortunate to get legged there, and I actually feel so really, really well done. 11-9, 2 rounds ahead, 2 rounds away. Tyloo are on track to steal away this nuke, which is the last thing we expected off the back of that first half. Oh, FaZe, where have you gone? Mosaic gonna open things up. Frozen quick on the trades. They lobby crunch.
Oh, Carrigan. It felt like the perfect spot. It felt like the perfect spot, and he doesn't even get one. Oh, man. Really is going from bad to worse here for FaZe. They've obviously come into this round a bit frustrated as well, forcing aggression across the map.
It's a tough watch.
It is indeed. Not out of the question just yet, though. Always going to be possible. Frozen. Yeah, it's the right idea. It's the right idea. Commit to the idea. He manages to find one. Not quite the second. So much damage done.
Now they've got to go. Less than 10 seconds. Bomb will go down. A standard plant by Jam Young. The round from this sort of position, generally you would assume to be won, but Brokey's down here quickly. He's good in these moments, and Mercury and Jam Young both left so unbelievably low. Jacob single-handedly could win this, but he can't transfer. G caught by the orb as Brokey pulled into a 1 versus 1. Opts for the AK, and it's Mercury above him as well. He's got just a slither of HP, but it might just be enough. He taps that bomb, and he hasn't cleared him. Mercury wins the round. Tyloo find 12. It's close. It's so damn close, but it's not enough for FaZe. Tyloo map point on their opponent's map pick.
Honestly, FaZe, how unlucky can you get? Doesn't have that little corner of the smoke in the way. He might have spotted the player in the rafters moving and creeping into the corner. There are all these variables that just seem to be working against FaZe. Tyloo, in classic fashion though, want to rush the finish here, and they might be able to get away with it. We'll see. Jacob a little clueless to how far out they are. No eyes directly on the site, I suppose. Yes, Twister got a kill, but it feels very fluky. Bomb plant comes in, of course, and this is not looking good. There is, again, a lack of kit for FaZe Clan. Mercury, meanwhile, creeping round. Could get perfect timing here if he plays his cards right. G is blind, but he is covered. Attacker traded out. G is suddenly revealed. The trades are good from FaZe, but there's just not a lot of time on this bomb now, and it's Mercury who comes in to strike and win out the game, save out the round, plays it to perfection, and Tyloo, against all the odds, will manage to take it over the line.
What a showing, what a run. Was that 9 in a row there by Tyloo at that tail end?
What's new here today? The Slack, trash, yeah, like always. What? Holy shit! Whoa! What? Where am I?
Do you want to try?
Yes, I do.
Don't think. Come on.
Stop fighting for skins in the game. Visit Hellcase.
It is never set in stone on a map like this. Certainly could be an opportunity for FaZe to bounce back. They've got a T-sided start. Maybe not what they would have wanted, what they would have wished for here, but they will have to do what they can with these parameters. The Julies are out on the defense. Attacker able to make that trade happen, but can he stay alive here? Can he get a little more to work with? The answer is no. Twist capitalizes in from long, but it's not quite enough to get this over the line just yet.
Really interesting, by the way, that FaZe have decided to start T-side on this map. They've kind of made that conscious decision, and well, so far in this post-spawn, looking okay. 2 versus 2. No, there is one set of dualies behind that smoke, but are they aware of the possibility of Jamyoung also being there? Now they know. Brokey's running low on ammo, has to pull off that reload. That might give Mosaic time to scale in towards the site, but Brokey hits that final bullet, and it will connect all on the shoulders. A one-man Jamyoung can't find it. Brokey does so damn well. 2 pistols, 2 kills, and FaZe start well.
As it was just a very, very strange first showing from them, of course, that we got to witness. We didn't catch it ourselves, but the Fnatic game, also a difficult one to deal with. Holding the point, Attacker says, listen, man, it's not a done deal in this round. He finds some pretty keen headshots there, but unfortunately he's all alone, so they're not really able to do too much off of it just yet.
Jacob's holding for this. His bomb getting down to the last few seconds. He's spotted. One out! Oh, the final bullet connects. What a shot on towards G. So the exit strategy didn't quite go to plan or anything. It's only Mercury who falls. Technically a bonus buy for FaZe on the flip side. They got so much residual cash. So if this is to go south, it wouldn't be the end of the world. But if they can win this, it gives them a prime opportunity to really scale in towards this game. They started really strong in towards Nuke, so they're looking for that once again. They're going to flash in towards mid. They clear attack out really well. Mercury's also going to fall quickly. A missed shot by G. Should be punished, but isn't. He gets one, tries to get out, but dropping down towards Mini will be at the cost of his life. And as Frozen finds form in towards brackets, there is no chance here for Tyloo. They're trying to save now. It's another A hit by FaZe and another successful round.
And this is what we know that they are capable of. You know, it's, again, difficult to say, like, oh, where was this on Nuke? It was definitely there, but then we just saw a completely different team into the second half. So I think everything that we're saying at the moment, sort of walking on eggshells, very pinch of salt type business. You don't want to give FaZe too much credit at the moment. It could certainly change in an instant. The save not going to happen, which is a very big deal, as Tyloo don't have a lot of money built up, of course.
I feel like this is one where Tyloo could have lent into to try and kind of utilize one of FaZe's main weaknesses. Back into the buy. G flashed off the angle. Frozen also flashed as Jamyoung swings to find. That's banana control taken really well. How would G deal with Jacob by unscoping at the worst possible time? He's in a lot of trouble now. He can't fall away. That is unfortunate for G. Really costly because he's sort of single-handedly lost on the A side.
Nice find from Mercury in isolation, but he's quickly traded. Yeah, this is a big deal now. I think G individually will be kicking himself, but maybe it's going to be nullified if the round goes the way of Tyloo. Smoke at Moto is, of course, annoying here, but they have plenty of utility of their own. Setting themselves up with some lovely little lineups here. Molotov towards Pit. Forces Jacob into an awkward spot, also gives the information away. There's not loads of time. They both have kits available, but if the shots are landing, it doesn't quite matter. Jacob just has to hide. Jamyoung, can't even make it away. FaZe Clan keep the flawless T side rolling.
Now retract just a little bit. They've gambled here with at least 4A in the early part of the round, but now Mosaic has rotated back over, or at least he's questioned the idea. He will rejoin this A hold. Might be the right call. Oh, gee, you've got to win that fight. Thankfully, Attacker can't trade.
The setup is getting a bit predictable. Mosaic, however, will be on a quick rotation here, so should be able to help out, but yeah, the B-bomb site just never feels all that well defended. They're constantly retaking, but Jamyoung lines them up. Not just one, but two. So clean through the smoke. And with a bit of luck, Tyloo might just be able to get their first round on the board here. The bomb has gone down. An advanced position taken by Carrigan. He knows that something's got to happen. That smoke is kind of perfect, to be honest, though. Mosaic is forced pretty far back, as are a number of his teammates. So what do you do now? Are you going to wait for that? Are you going to all channel in through the CT angle? They are nervous here now. You can definitely feel it, even with the numbers, even with the kits. The flash is a bit broken. They are going to start moving in here. Carrigan finds a big one. Brokey also chimes in. All of a sudden, it's even done. There's hardly any time on that bomb. Both these players don't have kits as well. Where have the kits gone? Oh my goodness. Brokey for 3, and the 4-on-2 converted.
That's such a good post plant from FaZe. So well done. Like you said, that smoke that Brokey throws is on a CT side of Inferno, on a map which is generally pretty evenly kind of split in the CT and the C side. This is tough to watch. Flash over Frozen, also naded as well. He's so blind. He's also so dead. The same exact thing happened earlier as Jamyoung swings down Banana, and G finally hitting a shot that he's been struggling to do so, but Twist, he'll answer for one of his own. Both him and Jacob left very low, but so's Jamyoung, and now dead.
So much damage done, though. Again, you feel like Tyloo were in prime position to take their first round. Jacob in deep towards CT, might be able to get away with something. Mosaic seems to have an idea, and he is very low himself. Looks pretty damn good, if you ask me. If Tyloo can't make this one work, I don't think they're going to make any of them work, to be honest with you. Catch comes in on the bomb planter. The remaining 2 players in towards CT, which again is a difficult setup to deal with. They're going to know that there's one player here, but certainly not both. Well-placed shots could make all the difference. So many flashes, and they just turn into their own flash and the enemy flash. It's not going to happen. The HP bars do make a difference, and Tyloo finally make themselves known here.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure Jacob just full blinded Twist there as well.
But I think Twist is like turning away from CT flashes.
Yeah.
And then like turns into...
He's going to be blind either way.
It's just timing.
Boostception.
Indeed. And we'll see what they get away with, man.
I mean, it makes that ledge smoke sort of null and void, right?
Yep.
It's the big thing. That exact smoke right there. There we go. They call me the prophet.
This could be big. This could be very big indeed. The only thing that feels a bit sideways is Jamyoung on top, even though he's 36 HP. So he has to get this right. What's going on, though? There's a crunching from behind out of nowhere. This is so very fast from FaZe. They move through the smoke. They knew something was up. And how the hell have they gotten away with that? 3 players on A. And 2 Ts have just rushed up long, gotten out CT.
However, then when they're splitting, then they can see that it's double boost, and they just spray down. What's Mercury was the foundation of the boost. They just spray him down. He was also low. He had even less HP than Jamyoung. Something like that Mirage as their map number 2 rather than leaving it as a decider. And so far, it seems to be the case. Now, Mirage is going to be called upon at this rate. I cannot see a world in which things change. Frozen first to fall to the hands of a combination of Mosaic and Jamyoung's nades. Carrigan also hit down low, but he will get a kill. Looks for a second before he's caught by Mosaic, who doubles down. So, Banana control 4 heavy in the early part here. Jacob overlooks his close angle. Tyloo, nice early fights for them.
Yeah, definitely some interesting overfaces that could have been punished, but Tyloo seemed to have turned over a new leaf in this round. The 2-man setup, of course. But yeah, it's curious, you know, picking up on your point about the maps. I think that Tyloo obviously looking to try and get a return to form for them.
There's maybe a world that could have gone overpass too. Also a map in which FaZe don't particularly like either. Come back to that. Jacob's going quick out towards this A side. Attacker, Mercury, attacker again. The combination play as the IGL looks to lock down the 4-2 apiece as they shut down his presence towards A. The final round in a matter of moments. Brokey left alone in a 1 versus 5. It's a flawless round for Tyloo to close the half. I mean, hey, I'm not going to you know, beat them up for that one. It's not a great half as a whole, but that final round at least something to build upon.
Stop fighting for skins in the game. Visit Hellcase.
Starts
FaZe,
here, of course.
They look like a different side as well.
They do indeed. They do indeed. I just think that, you know, we have to continue that conversation after the pistol. So we'll see how this goes. They're taking a leaf out of the Tyloo book here with the open two-man hold on. Frozen.
Okay.
Is so crisp, so clinical.
Of course, you give it a look in. I mean, why not? But there's surely no chance. Frozen, what a start for him. And Brokey's getting so close on the flank. He spots the bodies. There might even be a knife on the cards here as well. He's going to pull the dualies out. He just wants to make sure. And he'll get the remaining 2. 10 for FaZe Clan. And there is still no response from Tyloo.
See what they have in store with the utility, I suppose. This is where you would pull out one of your better rounds, I would imagine. Ooh, ahead of the smokes goes Brokey. Will lose his life. Another one round the corner pretty quickly here. It's not going to be enough from Twist. Jacob as well looks panicked in the pit. And they're just not finding enough numbers. Carrigan goes crazy. That's the 10-3 effect for sure. And with that, Tyloo will take the round. So keep your eyes on this. Listen, I don't know what's happening. We've got one round the difference.
Yeah.
But this is pretty much a mirror of what happened on Nuke. FaZe got the pistol. Again, very slow moving here from Tyloo, but I think they know. Oh, there's not much on the business end. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Wait, Jamion cocked the nade and then died. So the nade dropped at his feet and killed G. I'm pretty sure that's what just happened.
I'm pretty sure too, and a lot of damage done to his other teammates.
Does that count as 2 kills for Carrigan? I think we kind of got to give it to him.
That is insane.
Look at the damage towards Attacker and Mercury.
Could make a big difference. I mean, a really clean dink here.
They're one-tappable.
Oh, could be big. I like this from Tyloo, though. They've waited patiently, maybe feigned the fact that they've moved away. And the attack comes to them. It's close, but unfortunately the shots don't quite land, so seems like it's going to be good damage, but there was potential, wasn't there? There was real potential to take this one. If only Jacob with the 5-7 and the armor had been over there, really could have made a huge difference, but not quite going to be the case. He's still going to give this a look in, because of course you would. There's a gun available, and he will indeed take it.
He's got armor.
Quick headshot here. Oh, spray down's a little rough though, Mosaic. What the hell's he doing, of course, but he will get away with the kill.
Honestly, if we do have the replay of that nade dropping.
I'm pretty sure you're right, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's off the headshot. He's cocking the nade. Yeah, and it drops there.
And he jumps back into the team as well. It's sort of the worst
damage. So is it one of the favorites of the tournament, or the hometown heroes, right? It's, you don't want to see either of them go, but somebody has to lose.
Yep. No, it is a very good point. You don't want to see either of them go. But we will when the day is said and done. Twists with a big find in a very key round here. Super early on through that smoke.
They went for early doors A presence with no B presence, and FaZe made the most of that. One flash, that'd be good. That forces Brokey off the angle. A second as well, or just force him back towards the site. As the CT smoke comes down, they're going to start scaling in. Brokey's actually the only one here on the site itself, but Carrigan will come in. Brokey, we need a bit of a masterclass here. He's mollied out, but Carrigan swings in to save as well. Brokey's still alive. Back second orange. They know he's somewhere here, but Frozen buys his time as patience pays off for 2. Oh, FaZe, they needed somebody to step up, and they get it in 2 spades. Brokey does really well to get a kill and get back, but Carrigan saves his life.
Game plan for this round looks like slow creep up in the apartments, crack angle. Is there a flash? Is there a well-timed trade? The answer is no. Brokey, though, he does get caught completely blindsided. There's a push through this Moto smoke that comes in. The short player overlooked. It's very, very, very messy from Tyloo. Very disjointed. There's a lot of smokes around the site, however, and that does make life awkward. Shots not landing. FaZe seem to have woken back up here, and number 12 is secured.
That is the definition of a panicked execute, though, from Tyloo. That was rough to watch. You can see them. I hope and a prayer for Tyloo to stay alive in their map pick, but Inferno really hasn't looked clean if you zoom out in a more macro sense. It's not been a great showing, especially comparatively to map number 1. And they could end on a bit of a whimper. They're going to try and hit towards B. They find Frozen, but Jamyoung will fall to the flames, and Twist is still here up close. He did pretty well towards A, and he wants more. Attack goes down to his own molly. Tyloo, what are we doing? It's scrappy, it's sloppy, and it's mistakes all round as Twist looks too close. The last man of G, surely now dead to right. A 1 versus 4 for the AK, who's left on next to no HP, and Twist will close it with the HE. That is not the showing from Tyloo that we wanted.
No, especially in those final few rounds, I think it just really disintegrates. Really, really poor.
Welcome back. Mirage is our canvas for map number 3. We're really looking forward to this one because we've seen the best and the worst of both sides. FaZe looked pretty damn bad on CT side of Nuke, but pretty damn good on Inferno. So let's see how this one pans out. Mirage has been a bit of an issue in the map pool for FaZe, especially on their T sides. Let's see if they can clean it up here. That's where they start as they're looking to hit in towards A. First fight and second fight goes the way of Mosaic as he gets 2 and Attacker will join the fray. So FaZe struggling to get out of ramp and on towards his A site.
That boy's got the machine gun Julies. They are firing so fast. I think it's going to be enough here as well. Another head found by Jamyoung, and in comes the second set of Julies. Act upon the jungle smoke. Difficult to say at this point. I think even for us, there's still an opportunity for them to pivot in towards B if they wanted to, but it looks like a very late con move here. Not loads of utility. Straight in towards G. Doesn't look good enough, but we'll see. If the shots land, anything is, of course, possible. The bomb has yet to cross in or have space to plant. In comes the ramp guy. They're just everywhere, and the site is totally open. A lack of smokes, a lack of flashes and Molotovs. It's all down to Frozen, and the nades will see him off.
Nice work by G as well. Just tucks his head. He did get tagged as well, so he didn't want to retake that fight. So he completely gives up that control, falls all the way back towards CT, joins the rest of the pack. Small movements by Tyloo, but nice ones. Of course, it's broken the econ once again as FaZe can't even get a plant in that round. Mosaic has spotted a few, but he chooses to fight. It's a choice that was wrong.
Oh, Carrigan, big find, actually. That's going to open up this B bomb site. There is still Mercury around, and he's got to go massive. Nice early kill to maybe give them a chance back into it. Meanwhile, G doesn't quite know where to look. Can he find this kill on Twist? Ooh,
no.
Misses the shot. Misses the shot, and the bomb's actually pivoted back towards A now. So 1 player confirmed on A. Where are the other 2, of course, is the big question. Bomb on the way. It's not like CT is fully covered. Crack angles here for G. Bomb's going to have a tough time getting in. A few more missed shots from G there. Certainly harder ones. Tries to go for the wallbang, not quite going to land. So the bomb goes down. Mercury in. Creeping round, using the AWP shots as cover right now. Spots out ahead. Finds 1, finds 2. And leaves it all down to Twist, which might just be enough. We'll see. It's
planted.
Not really planted for him.
Yeah.
Smoke on the bomb. Kit available for Mercury. Surely going to be enough here. He's trapped into a fight towards CT as well. Mercury not holding quite yet, but he will be. And G just has to keep the man distracted. Half a second more and Twist might have found the bullet. It's not going to happen, and an unfortunate end for FaZe.
Yeah, if it was that front shot of triple, I think he's probably all right. But because it's a little bit over towards the left, he actually has to reposition. He has to get up and towards stairs. They're in a position where stuff is looking pretty janky. Jacob needs to be careful. They're pushing lower. He's dead to rights. They go dry as well. Mosaic finds that kill, and they might even continue to aggress. They're moving as a unit, a 2-man pronged attack, and they thankfully get the trade on towards Frozen. How's the reactions from G? Too slow.
Attacker up close. Oh, man. Oh, man. That could be a real big kill. A very big opportunity now for FaZe as they've evened it up. In almost an instant, Attacker will be absolutely kicking himself to not get away with 1. Mercury quickly in towards Palace here. Could certainly make something happen if he plays his cards right. Jamyoung, meanwhile, is moving through connector, waiting for the smoke to go down. So they're somewhat split, not going to be able to work off of each other, not got loads of time either. No kills present, no kills are easy, so they're going to have to move in kind of 5 seconds ago, to be honest. They really do not have a lot of time. Molotov available maybe could be helpful, but we'll see. The AWP for Brokey is calm. for that first. The trade from Carrigan is instantaneous, and FaZe are on the board.
Yeah, finally get one over the line. It's just a little bit of a quicker round from FaZe. It's enough to make Tyloo uncomfortable.
To give them that mid control that they sort of already have. So curious to see what they are going to do with it. 50 seconds and not a lot of presence from FaZe. A slight singe of the toe hairs of attacker, but he's able to stick around and find a key kill. He backs off, Mercury peeks out. It's almost beautiful. Carrigan does get a kill before going down, so 3-on-3 looks very doable here. Brokey with a keen find on the AWP entry into the site, twists, deals with the stairs player, and Jam Young can do nothing to stop the bomb going down and potentially nothing to stop the round being lost. He sticks to maybe find this first kill. Not going to present itself. And I think he's now committed in, so he is certainly looking for this. And not there. Doesn't get the headshots he needed. FaZe string them together.
Nice work. Really, really nice work. That double from Twister, especially that first kill, so important. But it's back into the buy for Tyloo. They hadn't dropped the scout in the previous round. G could have potentially had an AWP here. But here's the close angle. Attacker will get one, but him and G both drop. Mercury, the gun barrel is blocking the player below him. He has no idea that Twister's slipped the net underneath that bottom stairs. The A site has become an issue for Tyloo, and FaZe punish that position once again.
Yeah, it's disjointed. I mean, it's, again, what we have seen from them a number of times now is just the comms kind of go out the window. I think they are left scrambling. Has been the T sides that have been a bit better from Tyloo, so I think that is something to also consider.
They knew it's not the only place unchecked.
Not once, but kind of twice with the mid control as well. So they have a lot of flashes remaining to try and go for this unexpected burst play. But you see Tyloo have not really made too many moves. And in fact, they have people in the right place at the right time. Jam Young does drop back and get taken down. They've flattened off B. Mercury's here pretty quickly though, and he will be unexpected. Drops the bomb and another as well. Yeah, they just were not ready for him to be so quick on the rotation. It's all going to be Brokey. Spots an elbow. Here's a footstep. No scope. Misses. And Tyloo regain their lead.
I hate to be the man while it's down, but Jacob's got to hold the plant there. He's right next to him. He has to hold for that swing. If they can end the half now on a good note, FaZe will be kicking themselves. They were really setting up on track for a good position, and it's a freebie from G. Early in towards Palace, Frozen just shift walking in towards his demise, and Mercury full blind gets one. Does attacker get clear? The answer's no. And with a combination of G, they shut down Ram. It's all on Brokey, but he makes it a second, and I've seen a Brokey clutch on this map before, not even that long ago. Breaks open the smoke, but that'll cost him his cranium as Jam Young sees him off. So Tyloo, 2 at the end. It's good, but it's not great. A part of me wants to ever so slightly lean Tyloo in the current sense of where they're at. I guess we'll find out in a moment. Jacob, of course, who new roles of being the A anchor. Let's see how he deals with it. He's under pressure immediately, and he makes actually the smart call to fall away. For Jacob here, he's lost the sight. Give it up. Don't die for nothing. Wait for the pack to come and support you. Wait for them to join. They haven't opted for their CT control. Flash round, and here it comes. One found. Look for a second as the flames are burning the toes of Mosaic. This is janky. Mercury's in the open. He needs to get back to somewhat security. A lot of damage dealt towards FaZe as well. 2 versus 3, but can very easily be leveled. It's all on the shoulders of Twists. He had to hit those shots, and thank God he does, because Jacob was so very low. But unfortunately for Tyloo, that's not the post plant you want. They were stuck in no man's land. They're just stuck on the site in the open.
Yeah, an absolute mess for sure.
Yeah, bomb blonde, of course, does mean investment. So what do we got? Carrigan's got support at the very least. He's got Frozen up close with him. Which, if you want anybody off the back of that pistol, you'd want him. Let's see how he deals with it. The first is fantastic. Carrigan up close as well as the bomb spotted, but Frozen will fall as Mosaic dived out of apartments. This is actually looking a little janky, at least for this FaZe CT hold. Thankfully, Brokey's got over in time.
Oh, Jam Young. I think he might just have slipped through. Yeah, they're not expecting him. Can't get the stronger weapon out, unfortunately. Can't buy the time for Mercury. There was a brief window, but unfortunately it slammed shut. But We'll see if he can make the Tech-9 sing. Straight up execute coming in, not wasting any time here, Tyloo. This is within the first 20 seconds of the round. They just charge out. There's a Molotov that splits them up. Brokey hiding behind a smoke here. Well played and well found. He's going to get another as well. Looking really good in these past couple of rounds. He goes down, but he's traded. Twist keeps them coming, and Mercury can't get anything done. FaZe Clan make it look easy. Replenishment of the mid-smoke. Doesn't seem like FaZe are super bothered, but maybe they're wanting to make a move of their own. Look at this, there's 4 players ready to go in and around middle. Twist gets flashed out and finds a frag off the back of it. Gonna get another as well. It's a lovely move here from FaZe. It leaves B somewhat vulnerable, but Frozen finds a key headshot. Should be a bomb plant on the cards. They're not gonna be too bothered about that. The rounds are all that count at the moment, and FaZe most certainly have this one in their hands. But we have seen a number of these deficit situations go the way of a T-side especially. G trades out. He looks healthy. He looks pretty clean. Can't get the transfer, but it's as close as possible. Tyloo, unfortunately, cannot convert, and FaZe will keep the rounds going. Another straight-up A execute here early on in the round as well.
Nice nade.
Just going to try and make it work. Lots of damage done. There's a break that comes in. There's a collapse. There's a team kill. What is going on? What is happening?
Jacob was dead for so long, and he was like, nah, I'm seeing him off anyway. You're in my way.
What is going on?
You're in my way. Move. Frozen left with all to do in a 1 versus 2. What is happening in this round? Mazeo will get the plant down. Oh my. I mean, it's kind of opened the door to this round a little bit for Frozen. He's got a full belt of Yuto and a kit.
Yeah, I'm still reeling. I'm glad we get a moment of respite to just kind of absorb what's happened. Frozen, though, moving in here. He does have a decent amount of utility as well. The molly towards Firebox would be great, but he instead chooses to take the element of surprise. He's now lost that. Trying to fight over at Tetris. I don't think the Molotov is quite going to reach, so Attacker can just draw in and wind the clock down. Mosaic gets the trade, and Tyloo, despite the madness of the team kill in the middle, despite a collateral from Brokey as well that we might get to see here.
Yeah.
They actually take the round. So it's comical and it's crazy, but when you look at it objectively, Tyloo slow it down. Still look to finish A if they have their way. But just trying to bait some utility out. G's going to catch Twists from the Palace area. Okay, so a little overlooked, it feels like. However, the CTs will get their kills back in. Brokey chiming in, of course, as he continues being ever consistent.
Oh, there's a pixel there.
There was. And I mean, Carrigan was thinking about going around that corner. It's a good job that he didn't. He will still fall to Mosaic. Evened up here.
What a swing. Molly at the toes of Jacob. He's had a slow game, and he gets one before falling. I can't really ask too much more of him in that spot. And a very winnable 2 versus 2 for FaZe. Just look at the HP of Tyloo. Mercury is barely alive, and G's more or less alongside him. Both of them basically 1 foot in the grave. They've got to get very fortunate in a couple of these fights for it to fall in their favor. That's not a good start. Frozen. Perfectly placed nade. As down goes Mercury, and it's all on the shoulders of the hometown hero, and Frozen will rip his head off his shoulders. FaZe, map, and series point. And Tyloo now face elimination on the line. They have to go flawless from here on out, and that's just to get to OT. It's a T-side molly that was thrown towards top of mid. Something tells me that was an incorrect piece of util there, but we'll see.
I think you might be right. Potentially catch a little replay on it. All the same. No harm, no foul. As the replenishment of smokes here. Oh, it's a small break, but it's the flash that's good. Twist is going to go in for a bit more. Wow. And you just see Mercury is completely caught off by that. The braggadocious move from the return of Twists might just make all the difference here in what could be the final round of the series. Certainly looks to be the case as G finds himself all alone. 27 HP out of nowhere. Brokey will get him through the smoke. And FaZe Clan have indeed done it. They will knock Tyloo out. Over to the desk to break that one down.